I'm just making up songs right now. What is happening, everybody? I think I'm live. I don't know. We'll see. Are we live? Probably. What is happening, everybody? It is Amar, Goddess of Plunger. It's, my birthday. What? How horrible. What have I done wrong? Yeah. Let's see if I'm fucking with my cameras right now. I need to shrink this and move it over here. Move it over here. Or move it over here. We might actually see a cat or two. Dun, 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 dun. And then we'll put this right here. There's my messy space. This is my playmat that I paint on. I fucked it up one time. I was just like, well, this is now fucked up. This shall be fucked forever. There we go. You couldn't even see it. I was just sitting there rambling. This box is empty. Okay, anyway, we're going. I'm sorting magic cards. I have so many magic cards to sort. It's a nightmare. I will never finish. I will be dead long before I ever finish my magic collection. So I'm Bamara, Goddess of Plunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. You probably already know that if you're here. Yeah, we're not doing anything exciting. We're fucking around on Moxfield right now. Let's see here. We're also listening to Wu-Tang Clan, so if every once in a while that slips on through. Yeah, that's what's happening. Let's see here. Yeah, we were listening to Florence and the Machine earlier. How about we just play a daily mix? How about that? Oh no, Nine Inch Nails Heresy? Oh god. God, I love this song so much. Nine Inch Nails is my favorite band. I would, yeah. I'm very sad I'm not going to get to see them this month. Is he afraid to see? Me. What I did say to me. That is the answer to my curiosity. God up and called it Christianity. God is dead, and no one cares. If there is a hell. Well, I guess I should probably stop singing this, huh? Or trying to sing this. Nope. These are all buttons I don't need. Weird. Oh, that's what that does. Okay. Let us start doing this. Let's see here. I want to bring up my chat over here. Not that we need my chat for much. I don't really expect anybody to come on anyway, but... Is this still playing music? Stop playing music, you stupid phone. Impromptu streams are always great because I'm never ready. Ham. The ham. Stream manager session. It's my friend Jeremy's birthday today, too. I gotta tell him happy birthday. It's on my list of things to do today. I guess I could just do that right now. I am looking for something real quick. I'm back, weirdos. Okay. Let us do this thing. Not that it is very exciting. So, I've been playing Magic for 30 years. I'm finally trying to get everything under control. I love trading cards. Guns! God! Government! Marilyn Manson, you're an ass fucking face, but some of your music is good times. I mean, it's very on point, which is not great. Chain status? What the hell is that? Let's see here. Mystic Decree. Homelands. All creatures lose flying an island whack. How often does that happen? Omnispell Adept. This is what I decided to do with my birthday, apparently. No, I don't have anything to do until later on today, so I'm just fucking around. I don't have to do anything. I'm not cleaning, I'm not doing chores, I'm not doing anything I don't want to do today. That's how I celebrate my birthday, is I'm just like, fuck these things, I'm not doing them. I just want to play Magic. I know I was playing Magic at midnight today, so I guess I should not want to play Magic. I was playing Magic into my birthday. I am looking for a card, actually, so hopefully we can find something here that I'm looking for. Boop. 32. Boop. Oh, man. I will say, the Spotify is... their ad targeting is awful. They want me to become a nuclear engineer? That seems like a terrible... They're like, hey, we're starting to start a war? We need people? Trust me, you don't want me. Nobody does. Traumacatus. He has a giant legendary kraken that... I mean, you could make all their creatures block him, which is kind of funny. It's like a lure that just hits everybody. Wow, this is really loud. Ooh, that is... Okay, there we go. It's like, that is way too loud. So, how many magic cards does Amara have? What does 30 years of magic cards look like? I wonder if I was building a Kraken deck. Oh, these are just blue cards. Okay. When you search your land for any number of land cards, exile them, and then shuffle your library. If you do, that's actually really interesting. You could just take all of... You just... I don't need these lands anymore. It's actually kind of cool. I might actually use that for something. I was building a Leviathan deck, but then it just did its thing. It was gross, and I didn't know how I felt about it afterwards. I was like, this is not fun to play against. I was like... Sometimes that's how I take apart decks, is I'm like, oh, this is not good for anybody else. Time Stop was one of my favorite cards, and they finally reprinted it. It's actually cold in here. The weather is all messed up. Like, it was like 90 degrees out, like, earlier this week, and now it's like 60. I'm like, make up your mind. Rheumatoid arthritis? The fucking worst when temperature drops and things. Apparently I'm very sweary. Oh, so sweary, it's me! You know, I should probably say that I'm actually online. I just kind of didn't. Okay, back to sorting. There, we made a post like a professional. I'm not a professional. Man. I was going to film some videos today, but then I woke up and I was just like, you know what? There's all sorts of weird dreams. I don't know if other people have... dreams fascinate me. I can talk about dreams for a while. I wish I was smart, like science-wise. I would study dreams. They fascinate me. Oh my god, why do we have so many Chandras? I know exactly why we have so many Chandras. I love this Chandra. She lets me sack things, which is great. I get creatures out of it, so I'm sacking those creatures, and most likely, if I'm not sacking them with a sack outlight, she lets me sack them, so then, like, with, like, Mayhem Devil and stuff, suddenly I'm doing damage over here, I'm doing, like, 2 damage, I'm sending the... It's good times. I don't know. She's really good. I don't see her very often. She's only in my Chandra deck. It's just Chandras. A whole bunch of Chandras. A bunch of Torbrands, apparently. How many Torbrands do we have? 4 Torbrands? Why do I have 4 Torbrands? I don't need 4 Torbrands. Or do I need 4 Torbrands? As always, anything on here, I will trade. I don't really care. If I'm not using it, I would rather somebody else use it. Sometimes I just have things in here, like Flame Rift does 2 damage, or 4 damage to each player. It does it to you, too, but, like, I don't care. I haven't heard some of these songs in a long time. I go through phases of different music that I listen to. I don't know. My tastes are pretty eclectic, besides country music. But even old country music, there's some good songs. When they're not singing about the drinking and trucks. Is that what they... Drinking and trucks and hitting women and... I don't know what they sing about. They put a fancy beat that's not country music behind it now. I don't know. We're listening to Mudvayne right now. Mudvayne. I never got to see Mudvayne when they were around. And I should really make sure that there's no duplicates of things, so I don't have to type things multiple times. Why do we have so many weird things? Oh my god. Some of these things are... I really need to put things in order. That's really what should be happening. But instead I'm just like, okay, we'll just enter all these things into the system, and then eventually maybe we'll just put them by color, maybe in a binder, I don't know. This memory lapse is really pretty. I think that's the only reason it's in here. Oh, it is a rare. I really liked the Strixhaven alternate art cards, the spell books. I'm hoping when we go back we get more spells. They did reprint a lot of good stuff too, which was nice. It was one of the first times when they did that where I was like, oh, okay. I was like, this needed a reprint. These are really cool. I love the Dark Ritual. It's so pretty. Ugh. What are we looking for? I should just... Oh my god, it's Barbie. Hey, Barbie. What's up, baby? Yeah. What's going on? She's like, why are you always doing other things? Oh, she's fighting with somebody. She has business to take care of. She's so silly. I don't know, after I'm done doing this, I'll probably go play Assassin's Creed Shadows until I have to go places. Burp. Foil. Ruin snag. Because I have so many ruin snags. Apparently I have 2 at least. I need probably 4. Spells like that, I wish you could have more of them in your deck. Just have as many counter spells as you want with the same one. I love this Serum Visions with Jin-Gitaxias. Oops, I am spelling things wrong. Stroke after midnight is really good. Midnight Clock, for the longest time, I didn't realize that it was a mana rock. I just skipped that part. And then somebody tapped it for mana once, and I was like, So often, us Magic players just read what we want to see on the guide. I'm like, oh, it does this. That's really cool. And then you just skip the rest of the guide. Like, oh, this is not as good. Or, oh, this is really good. Counterspell. Counterspell, the card that just never goes down, ever. The same with Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt never goes down. Man, this guy is really... Some of these commercials are just so fucking awful. I hate commercials. I wish I could afford to not have commercials. They, like, try to target me with things, and I'm like, I don't speak Spanish. Yes, I am Spanish, or Hispanic, please, but I do not speak it. Please stop it. You are making assumptions. Disney Plus does that to me all the time. I'm like, yep. That's not happening. For some reason, they think I need fentanyl test strips. They think I need to join the Navy. And they think I need insurance for everything. They want me to build nuclear submarines, which I really don't feel like doing that. The idea of being undersea in a giant metal tube sounds fucking horrible. Like, no? No thank you? It's like the guy who has to carry the flamethrower on his back, like, into war, and they charging across the battlefield like, ah! No? It's like running with a pair of scissors. Everybody's shooting at you. Let alone I would probably walk into my own flame. It's dumb. Oh my god, this is old school rare. Oh, Static X. He had such epic hair. I can't imagine how... I feel like he had to have help putting the... It's a lot of hair gel. I wonder how much he spent on hair gel. I never really saw him without his hair up. Evacuation is kind of funny. I don't know. Token decks, when somebody has created too many things, I'm just like, I don't care. This is what you're getting. You deserve this. This was from the Duels of the Planeswalker decks, huh? Some of the cards that are like commons and uncommons that are in my boxes are just things I use. Or things I might use later on, so I'm just like, I'll put these in here. Ah, the Bringers. These were the big things in the Mirrodin set. They're not very good. Most of them. I mean, they're just big bodies. Big bodies. Oh my god, more. Yeah, I used to buy all the secret layers, and then they started making too many of them, and then they made it so I had to sit there for 2.5 hours. And I will usually not buy from vendors, so... Unless I really need something... Need, I say, for a deck. A want for a deck is more like it. Guys, let's be serious, we don't really need it. Day of the Dragons. Exile all your creatures, and then when it leaves, you sacrifice all your dragons. You know, you could just bring a whole bunch of creatures onto the battlefield, then destroy the enchantment, then sack all these creatures. Or exile all these creatures. If you have something that lets you exile, or is good for exiling, where you're actually getting something out of it, you can exile tons of stuff. Value Town, Daring Thief, I got lots of you. Why do we have so many Daring Thieves? Curse of Swine. Curse of Swine makes me angry sometimes. I don't like it when it's used against me. Like, it's fine if I'm using it. I gotta figure out what I'm doing for dinner tonight. I did say I want to go to the Mexican place down the road. We have a really good local place that makes these nachos and bria nachos. Ugh. Freaking delicious. Over, why are you not in some of my decks? Over. You technically are a cat? I gotta finish my other cat deck, but I'm waiting for my shaggy sleeves. I was gonna sleeve it, and I was like, yeah, I'll just re-sleeve it later. And I'm like, I don't want to re-sleeve it later. I don't have time to re-sleeve it later. I have to maximize my time when I can. Ninja of Deep Shadows are still worth... It's just because they don't ever reprint it. Maybe someday we'll get a ninjutsu deck. I would love that. Shipbreaker. Are you the special one? Boop. Okay, just a foil. I've never seen Tool in concert either. Ugh. Very disappointing. Okay, 2 Shipbreaker Krakens. I like Monstrosity. Gives me something to do with my mana later on in life. I don't know. I love Magic. I miss Magic. I have not been playing nearly as much as I used to. I don't have the time to. I'm having audio issues when I have my streams with people, so just kind of... I haven't had time to sit down and fix it, and nobody to talk to about it, so I kind of look it up to see what I gotta do. Figure it out. That's what most of the content creation is, just figuring things out. How do I do this? How do I do this? That's interesting. When Jeskai Infiltrator deals combat damage to a player, exile it. In the top card of your library in a face-down pile. Shuffle that pile, and then manifest this card, so it hides itself. It's actually pretty cool. And it can't be blocked, as long as you control no other creatures. Guess that's the important part. That is a lot of bolstering. Different named artifact tokens you control. Man, I'm kind of regretting turning on the air conditioner right now. I am freezing. But I guess that's also because I'm still in my pajamas. How often are my streams just me in my pajamas? Very often. Only because they don't let me be naked. Stop it! Ow! Ow, 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 ow! What are you doing? Who are you fighting with? Who did that? Guys, you know how many claw marks I have on my body? Ay, ay, ay. Baby girl, you gotta really stop. Why are you fighting? Stop, you don't need to go back over there. Just stay here. Yeah. Okay, just go do whatever you're doing. She is a rumbler? She just I was trying to pick her up before she jumped up here, and she decided no. Yeah, I got this from Amazon the other day, and it was just busted to hell. I opened up the package, and everything just fell out. It was something that was brand new. I was like, that sounds about right. Amazon sucks. Mind you. That's right, Amazon. Like, I remember when Amazon first came out, like Amazon Prime, you would actually get your packages on time, and things would not be f***ed up. Now it's just, yeah. Oh my god, this guy is just so happy about overdoses, which is really... He does sound so happy. I don't like this guy. This is a weird fucking commercial. Whenever another creature you control attacks, it gains trample in Indestructible? And this thing has trample in Indestructible? That's pretty cool. Green, why are you so stupid? I'm gonna go teach some Commander on Monday, is what I do believe I'm doing. I have a friend's son who's getting into Magic. And then my other friend, his wife is playing with him, so... Or my friend. She used to play with me back in the day before they quit, and then I was like, no. That was around Innistrad, I think we were playing. And then she quit playing, so then I quit playing, but I was still collecting. I've always continued collecting Magic cards, even when I'm not playing. Now I started streaming so I could play Magic. That was... because we don't really have places to play around here. Always places that are comfortable to play in. Some people are not great sometimes, which is sad. I don't know, I try to treat everybody the way I want to be treated. All the sagas in Kamigawa have alternate versions with different artwork. I don't know if they were only in collector's packs. Oh, Chevelle. Go fuck yourselves. So I saw Chevelle once. They started complaining, then they just stopped playing, and then they left the stage. And I was like, well, that was interesting. I'm not doing anything, so now you're just walking off and I'm not getting to listen to music now? Okay, cool. That was like when they first came out and became popular. Oh, their music sounds the same after the first CD. They're one of those bands. So many bands, like Korn, everything sounds the same after like the second CD. Oh, the third CD. The second CD is weird. I used to be super into music. I still love music. I have to have sound constantly. So if I'm not listening to music, I'm probably walking around humming music. It's just the way my brain works. I constantly need sound, so I don't go insane. Let's see here. Thran Portal. Thran Portal is weird. I don't know. I've never used it for anything. But it is a gate, huh? That is interesting. Interesting. It is a gate. Use the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer lands. As it enters, I choose a basic land type. It is the chosen type in addition to its other types, and mana abilities of Thran Portal cost an additional 1 to activate. I don't understand what the point of Thran Gate is. I feel like it's not great. I'm sure there is a use for it. And at some point it'll come to me and I'll be like, oh, this is what I want to do with this. Circuitous Route. Oh, Perfect Circle. Never seen Perfect Circle either. I feel like they were supposed to play with somebody that I was supposed to, that I did see. I feel like something happened. Circuitous Route. This is why. Oh, I think I was building a Nine Fingers Keen deck at one point. I just never got around to it. Oh, I was building a Worm deck. I remember this. I was building a whole bunch of decks at one point, and then I was like, this does the same thing this deck does, so I don't need another version of this. That's usually how I make my decisions. I'm like, okay, this does something completely different, this plays differently. That's why a lot of times I use cards that synergize well, but aren't great in a vacuum. At some point I would like to build a Worm deck still. The only problem is the Worm Commander really... A lot of the worms are multicolored, so there are tons of green ones, but it really doesn't help us when we want to have green or like Golgari worms. And some of the other worms are really good. There's some worms in Gruul too, I want to say. Put the graveyard from the battlefield. Put 7 green insect creature tokens on the battlefield. That's so many. Oh my god, that's like that other one that makes like 4 of them. From way back when. I used it in mystery drafts in Vegas. Actually, probably won us our game. I killed it and then made a bunch of creatures come out, so I had more creatures, and then I had Mazarek out. So then I sacked it, and then put force level 1 counters on everything. I was like, ha. What was I doing? Crush of Worms. That's old school. 9 mana, but you get to put 3 6/6 creatures out, and you can flashback it for 12. Oh, Power Man 5000. Crush of Worms, you are pretty cool. Oh, Grathama. You're so weird. So many worms. This was the biggest creature for a while. Great Worm. I don't know why I was writing Gate Worm. I was like, that's not a thing. That doesn't sound real. Really? I guess I can go in the binder. Usually anything that's like $5 goes in my binders. I don't know. Not that it really matters. It just makes it easier to find. Oh, Sandworm Convergence. And here's Baru. Baru Worm Speaker. Worms you control get +2/+2 and have trample. Which, I mean, those are probably things that worms have anyway, but... Oh, this is the extended art. Boop. What are we doing? And then you can pay 8 to create a worm token. This ability costs X, where X is the greatest power among worms you control, so you're probably paying 1 green mana, most likely. It's already reducing it by 2. But, as I said, not the colors I want. I think I might have to go turn off the air conditioner, actually. Or put more clothes on, I guess that's the other option. Well, let me tell you, if I have to decide between putting clothes on and just turning off the air conditioner, I'm just going to go turn off the air conditioner. Plagamere. I was building a mirror deck, but it just does the thing. So I just... This must be a stack of stuff that were my decks that I was building. Galvanizer. Untap each other mirror you control for 1 mana. Which is pretty fucking awesome. I mean, in a mirror deck, it's awesome. Yeah, Steel Overseer. So good in artifact decks. It was so good. Another Galvanizer. Guess I should have checked these, see if there's anything else that's the same. Another Galvanizer. Oh, there's Urtet. Signal Pass. Oh, was this I was building my old standard deck I used to use. I was trying to make it a crappy modern version of it. How many Galvanizers do we have? 3 Galvanizers. There's Superior. Oops. Part of me is changing the idea of what I want for dinner tonight. Really don't want to go far. Oh, Battlesphere. You never cause problems at all. It does. It causes problems all the time. That is a lie. Oh, Mere Battlesphere. One of our wonderful cosplayers built a Mere Battlesphere armor. Was it Chicago last year, I feel like? It was one of the ones that I participated in the cosplay contest. I've done the cosplay contest twice. The only thing that stinks is it takes your whole entire day, and that's the only reason I haven't done it again recently. Like, I would love to, but when I have to wake up super early, have my costume on, and then be somewhere at a certain time, like I'm trying to get games in, but... Oh my gosh, so many mirror. This is a weird win condition that's actually really super easy. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get to create mirror. But if you choose artifacts, or Phyrexian, at the beginning of your end step, draw a card, then discard a card. Then if there are 15 or more artifacts in your graveyard, target opponent loses the game. So silly. Mirrodin. Besieged. Oh, 9-inch nails. Boop, I spelled Mirrodin wrong. I spelled it like a mirror. I didn't. Boop. Jingataxi is wrecking people's faces. Oh, that definitely has gone up. It's really good. I've never seen anybody actually play it. There are a lot of cards I don't ever see people play. Yeah, I had a foil Urtet, so it's like, we should make him. And I probably will still at some point. I'll run out of things to do eventually, right? But not with the amount of legends that I'm still working on right now. Ugh. I'm working on so many decks. I'm missing a lot of the stuff that I need for all of them. Signal Pest, why do I have so many copies of you? Because you were in a deck. A playset. Apparently a playset and some extras. You never know when you're gonna need them. Signal Pests, you know. It's 4 Frogamites. So, are all these different? Okay, they're all. Glad I checked. I know I have a bunch of Mirrodin ones, so that's not good. How many Frogmites do I have? I'm probably still building this deck. I'm trying not to use any cards that I haven't actually logged. That way I can just add them to decks. Oops, I forgot to. Affinity for artifacts was stupid. Still stupid. No matter what, free is always bad in Magic. Cranial Plating. Cranial Plating was one of my favorite cards for the longest time. All Mirrodin. Oh, not all Mirrodin. That's the only bad things about there being so much. 9 copies of Cranial Plating. That's insane. Why? 30 years of playing Magic, that's why. Memnite. I love Memnite. It's free for a 1/1. The only thing better is Gingerbrute. Oh my god, that's a lot of Memnites. I think I have a special Memnite too, and that was supposed to be in this deck. Labyrinth. Wow, Labyrinth, I don't like you. You're a stupid word. You're not spelled the way I would spell you. Like, wait a second. That's not how that works. Labyrinth Raptor, I feel like I was using you for something, and then something happened. You're a Nightmare Dinosaur. I know you weren't going in my dinosaur deck, because you don't fit in there properly. I hate that the guild kit doesn't have the right symbol. So I had all the guild kits. I still do, they're just all taken apart. More Krakens. Who has all the Krakens? Imara has the Krakens. So many fucking Krakens. This is a Kraken too. Oh, this is the one from a 9/9. Whenever I draw a card during an opponent's turn, I get tentacles. I love tentacles. It's fun drawing tentacles. I definitely have drawn very inappropriate tentacles on stream at some point. just out of reach of being inappropriate. read or watched a thing that was talking about tentacles and animes and hentai. And it was interesting why they started. The guy who created the genre. But it's like, okay, well that's a way around what was happening. They weren't allowed to show penises. So he was like, you know what? I'll make tentacles, and I'll make them into penises. And the law was like, oh, we can't do anything about that. It's always a way around. And tentacle porn was created. So weird. It's weird the things that my brain does remember. It's usually nothing important. An Offer You Can't Refuse is so good. I have so many copies of it. I didn't understand why it wasn't super popular when it was out, and then eventually somebody used it, and it was like, oh, this is awesome. Oh, there's Kiora. Kiora was my Leviathan commander, so that must be what all this is. Still kind of want to rebuild it. I don't know, maybe I will. And then they play the same commercial over and over again. Oh, attack. I forgot I need to put you in my buggy deck. Did I add her to my Zero deck? I don't know. Question mark. Me? Maybe? I do have a lot of decks I need to update. That's why I've been slowly going through my Moxfield, going through the paper deck, making sure everything is there. Anything that might have been updated, and then putting my Moxfield decks back out in the world. I like them to be up to date. Unfortunately, I have too many decks to update all at one time. It would be like a 3-day project. And I would need help. Man, I love Lost Boys. Such a 80s movie. It was one that I watched all the time as a kid. Sorry, the song just came up from the movie. Oh my gosh, this is not getting any... Foil! What does this turn into again? White? Oh, it turns into a freaking... my brain just went worm coil engine. I feel like the cards that were in Aftermath were just supposed to be in the main set, and they were just trying something new. There were good cards in it. There was a lot of good legends, a lot of planeswalkers that were... And this is a wonderful card if you're playing legendaries. People hate paying Ward. They will pay it. They just do not like doing it. Which is fine. Invasion of Alara. Oops. Boop. The Invasion of Alara. I opened a lot of new Phyrexia, or Phyrexia. Hey, Shaggy! Baby, you're so handsome. What's up? You're so fluffy. Yeah! He's so cute. He is the cutest cat. He's so big now. He's gotten so big. I love him. He's just over here rolling around. Yeah, shaggy fur. He's very shitty. He has so much fur. He likes to come over here when I'm painting, and he just slides, and then he just sits there and watches me. watch Alien tonight. Not the movie, the new episode. I'll probably watch South Park, because it makes me laugh. And sometimes I need to laugh at the terrible things that are happening. Sometimes that's the only way to actually make it through anything. I've been through some terrible things in my life, where I probably should have given up. I really didn't plan on making it this far. And nobody did, so haha, in your face. That's right, I'm still around. Oops. Boop. I had never actually, did not remember the old artwork for that. Oh, disallow. Disallow is a really cool counterspell. Most likely you're gonna get to use it. I love that he's just like, he's like, stop shooting fire at me, Chandra. Chandra's always shooting fire at everybody. She's definitely a pyromaniac. She has problems. Nobody deals with that. She just runs off. That's probably one of the things that really annoyed me about the Phyrexia thing, is we got 2 sets. Then the mechanics were even in the other set, which didn't make any sense. They're like, here's Toxic, and then they're like, okay, it's gone now. What happened? Hey, Daysayer, thanks for the follow. What's happening? I'm just logging cards. Talking about Magic. Titan Abassa is really good. The fact that you don't actually have to have it attached to anybody. Like, it's just there, and it does this thing. Another Biden Abassa. Thank you. How are you doing today? I might change where we go to eat. I've changed my mind on what I wanted to eat. I don't know if you have your sound on or hearing me anyway. You might. I am just doing... Oh yeah, I forgot you guys went up that way. You know, we could have gone to the store in the mall up there. I don't know, I was thinking Sullivan's. I haven't tried their new food that they have there, and they have some really good sounding things. I don't know, when I was door dashing, I kept going there, and I was like, this smells really good. Oh! Okay, we might go somewhere else. I gotta see if it's open, though. There's this place that makes this barbecue that's in Fredonia, but I gotta see if it's open. Yeah, I'll let you know. When I get off of here, I'll go check and see if it's open. I don't know what days it's open, and I don't know if it opens at a certain time. They make brisket and pork and chicken wings, and it's good. Glad you're having a good day. I'm surviving. Trying to organize my office is basically what's happening. My office is always in disarray. Finding magic cards to throw in decks as I go through. Oh, that's not really good for Commander. That's like some of the things. I play a lot of Commander, so like some of these cards are not great for Commander. Okay, let's start another stack. Well, the terrible thing is this is just my rare cards that I'm going through right now. Yeah, I wish it wasn't so cluttered. And I need more shelves. I need shelves and I need, like, cabinets. I have Warhammer, guys. everywhere. And the fact that my cats don't mess with them is pretty impressive, I guess. Because they could just go crazy if they wanted to. I would cry. I would probably just give up. Like, I'm done with Warhammer. I'm out. Thanks, cats. You ruined it for me. But it's so easy to paint them when they're just out, when I have to go get them and put them in places and get the paint brushes. By the time I do all those things, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. There was a lot of cards in Outlaws that I really missed or just didn't see. I really like Plot. I do like redrawing things. Sometimes it works against you, but as long as you got cards that are punishing your opponents for also drawing cards. Even though if you're playing like a group hug deck, who cares? People like getting stuff, so that's usually the reason why they let you survive as long as you do. They're like, ooh, I get stuff. I better not be mean to this person. I'm like, yes. Do not attack me. I'm not secretly doing things over here. I don't know how many times I've died against Glunch. Stupid Glunch. I love you. You give me things. I actually don't have a merfolk deck. I don't know. A lot of the kindred groups that are like elves and things I don't build decks for just because they just do the thing. They have so many, like humans. Humans can do everything that exists, so like it's hard to make a deck that's unique, that's not overpowered. That's a foil. That's a foil. Sometimes because of my lighting I can't actually see if something has a foil. Oh my god, what is happening here? I don't think I've heard this song in like 30 years. Archive trip. Foil. I'm hoping that since I know where everything is now, so and as I log things, I'll know what I have, so I don't have to spend as much time searching for things when building decks. So in the long run, this will be worthwhile. Okay, I don't want to listen to whatever this is about. So many weird freaking music that be playing. I guess this is what happens when I listen to weird music. You can get more weird music. Every once in a while I hear things I haven't heard before. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to a creature by another creature if they share color. That's actually kind of funny. There are ways to make that happen. Just make my blockers invincible. I mean, I don't know why I try to make Magic as difficult for myself as I can. I'm like, I want to do this stupid thing. And I will do this stupid thing. I think it's because when you do pull off something stupid in a Magic game, it feels good. You're like, I put all this effort in here, and I killed all these people with this stupid card that should not have killed them. A lot of times, it messes people's threat assessments up, I think. A lot of times they see something and they're like, oh, okay, this isn't a problem, and then somebody plays Shieldred, and you're like, oh, I better deal with Shieldred. Well, Attog is just roaming around. Then I'm like, I'm gonna sack all these artifacts, and then I'm gonna punch you for 30. Enjoy. Oh, okay. Forgot to do a quick glance at these to see if there were duplicates. Phyrexian Tyrant I love. Oh my god. What was I building? Sometimes I look at these cards and I'm like, I was building something? What was I building? Also, some rare cards, there are times that I will just keep pulling the same crap rare over and over again. Scourge of Fleets. I think I have 100 copies of you. I hate you. I hate you so much. Oops. That's Theros. Okay. And a foil one. Okay. Excellent. So stupid. I will never use this many Scourge of Fleets ever. I really should just sell the things I don't actually use. But then I'm like, oh, I might need this, and sometimes I like trading cards. Phyrexian Territory is fun. If you ever want to have fun, put Sheoldred out in Phyrexian Territory. And then start making people draw cards. Oh, I guess I better write the rest of the word, huh? Forgot how many Phyrexian things exist now. Just makes it easier. I forgot what deck I had this in. I love it when somebody who's like, I'm going to draw my whole entire deck. And I'm like, I'm going to ruin your day. Let me help. Did I spell revival wrong? Oh, there is. Oh, did I put the I in the wrong place? I couldn't tell where the I was. I was like, that doesn't look right. Okay, what's happening here? R, V, I, V. Okay, there's two V's. Why was I not seeing that? Ugh, okay, awesome. Silly. I do really like Revival and Revenge. Then you double your life total, and the target opponent loses half of theirs. It's not nice. You automatically make an enemy. That's why I just punish everybody. I like being arch enemy. It gives me something to do. I'm like, how do I defeat all four of these people, or all three of these people that are trying to get me up? I mean, I deserve everything I get. Like last night's game that I won, I don't know. I was playing all Rakdos cards. Or Rakdos themed cards. Because we were playing in guild themes. And I managed to kill everybody in like an hour and 40 minutes. My creatures just kept coming back. They weren't even, I don't know. Friggin' Necropolis region. It's just so fucking stupid. My favorite cards. It gets out of hand really quick, though. It's a card that has to be taken off the board immediately, and if other people don't, they will pay for it. And usually there's something more dangerous looking, or it's just a card they haven't dealt with before, and like last night I was hoping they didn't exile it, because that's what I would have done. They had the option to, with Teysa out. I know I'm just talking nonsense right now, magic nonsense. Sounds like I'm talking about real life. Whoa, when did Broker's Ascendancy go up? Interesting. I don't keep track of... It's not a portfolio of money, so I just don't pay attention most of the time when cards go up and down. Unless I'm trading them away or selling them. That's usually the only time. That's not the list. That is the real version. I love Mayhem Devil. One of my favorite cards. I don't know. I think Mayhem Devil is in almost every Grixis deck I make. Silly not to have it in there most of the time, because most of the time I am sacking things. Hurl Through Hell. This card would have never been made back when I started Magic. It's not true. When I did start Magic, They did have demonic tutors and demonic attorney, and they had the big pentagram behind unholy strength, and then a bunch of religious people complained, and then magic got banned from a bunch of stuff, and then they changed a bunch of things, and then Wizards formed a panel or group that made sure the magic cards didn't offend any religious groups. Which makes sense. People are complaining. Even when it's not affecting them in any way, shape, or form. Legion to Ashes is really good for wiping out token decks. Especially if, a lot of times token decks go so wide that unless you're also going wide, it's really hard to get around them. And that... Casualties of War, what did I miss here? I hope you have an eye there. Ugh. Sometimes the font is just everything is... My god, what is happening? I don't know why I spelled that wrong. Oh, they did new art for Casualties of War. Is that Silumgar? Being killed by the Naga? The snakes? Interesting. I hadn't seen that artwork before. Casualties of War. Casualties of War is good. I mean, you can destroy a lot of things for 6 mana. You're basically paying like 1 mana for each one of those. Hello, Velma Boom. Hi. What's up? I love you. Are you being naughty? I believe that. Man. There's a couple movies I want to go see. I want to go see Weapons, but I don't like seeing movies by myself, so we're just hanging out. I'll probably just get it when it comes out on streaming. Let's see. Stupid Guild Kit. You make me so mad, Guild Kit. Just have the right symbol. I'm gonna have to talk to Moxfield. Moxfield, fix the Guild Kits, goddammit. I love you guys. Let's see. Eric had the Dreamer. This is the first year I did not get all the commander decks. It really disappoints me. So I'm missing a bunch of cards that I need for other decks. Most of the time I keep the precons together for a couple months and then I take them apart if I don't enjoy them. Or they get upgraded. If it's something I actually enjoy, I'll actually change it up. I love the artwork on freaking Walker of Secret Ways. I'm just waiting for more ninjutsu. Wizards, all I want is the other 2 Assassin's Creed characters right now. Because it's bothering me that we don't have them, and I want a new ninjutsu character. I need a new samurai. He would have trample. If you have less than 5 life, take an extra turn. Because why not? Sometimes I need to have an extra turn. I don't like extra turn cards. I don't usually use them unless I'm playing certain ways. It all just depends on how people want to play. Like, I can play unfair, or not unfair Magic, but annoying, douchey Magic, I guess. I can make everybody miserable. I can put all the good cards in a deck. But you don't want me to do that? I love playing other people's decks, though. That's one of my favorite things to do, is because you see the way that they build it, you get to see what they were thinking, and sometimes you see different things that you wouldn't have normally done. I don't know. It's the most complicated game in the world. Like, It literally changes every time you play. Well, unless you're playing like the same CEDH or standard decks over and 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 over. Then your deck is just doing the same thing over and over and over again. Tempt with Reflection. Cats? Okay. So I've decided to make my Bant cat deck into a clone cat deck, so I can make as many cats as I can. I'm gonna cat it up. Ruin everybody's day. My cat decks never win. They just cause problems. Every once in a while, though, I pull off a win. I don't know. They get out of control really fast, and then people deal with me. I like dying first. I don't know. I know I was the problem. I know I did what I was supposed to be doing. I know I scared everybody. And I like scaring people. Man, I wish I had a haunted house. We had this big hospital that went out of business. So we lost our hospital over here, and then it was just for sale, and I was like, I should buy this hospital and turn it into a haunted house / escape room. The song. I love Nine Inch Nails. God damn it. I am really disappointed I'm not going to get to see Nine Inch Nails at the end of this month. It's like 8 days until the concert, and tickets are fucking insanely priced. Scalpers. All the tickets they have are like behind the stage. Like, obstructed view. The view is literally, you cannot see the concert. And you're still going to charge me $66. It doesn't make any sense. Even though I could probably sneak into wherever I wanted to go. Wouldn't be the first time. They rip everybody off, so I don't really care. That's right, Ticketmaster and whatever other stupid-ass places exist. They've been ripping people off forever. I don't know, I hate scalpers. I get they're trying to make it by, but they ruin my hobbies and the things I enjoy, and that makes them my enemy. Like, I keep checking because they keep putting tickets out every once in a while. I feel like I was going to say, I thought I saw, oh my god, there's 3 of them? And a foil one? I did buy a lot of Theros. I really enjoyed Theros. I was excited to go to Greek mythology place. I like it when we go places like that, where you have that feeling of, oops, I didn't mean to do that, of our own world mythologies, mixed with a magic sense. Foil. It's ridiculous. I have every Nine Inch Nails CD, every single Halo that exists. Even the, like, Japanese imports and crap. I love Nine Inch Nails. Makes me sad. I don't know, maybe I can sell some Magic cards and go see them. What's happening here? Warchief? I was gonna say, did I spell this wrong? He gives other centaur creatures trample, +1/+1, and vigilance and trample. And he's just a normal centaur. Maybe someday we'll get more centaurs. We didn't get any when we went back to Theros last time, though. And we didn't get any in March of the Machine, either, so... Oh my god, Gaia's Liege. That's from my original collection. I used to play this card all the time. Actually, this is probably the original one that I used to play all the time. So silly. You can turn any one land into a basic forest. Who doesn't love doing that? And then you can give things Forest Walk. It's even better when you're playing somebody that's playing green, and you don't even have to turn things into forest. You know what? I should put Gaea's Liege in Omo. It's just turning people's forest or lands into forests. It's until it leaves, so I could have to find a way to keep it out. Which probably is not hard. Let's see, 4th edition? The guys who wrote Deadpool. Do you like Deadpool? Foil! This was my pre-release card at, for Ixalan. I don't remember how I did. I feel like it wasn't great. Oh my god. So many terrible commercials. It's not super useful. I love commercials are very targeted. It's not that I ever do most of the things, unless there's a Taco Bell commercial, then I'm like, I don't want Taco Bell. It's funny, a lot of my music, we were like, everything is so bad. It's like, this administration is bad, and then now I'm like, I would kill for what's for the nonsense we used to deal with. I would rather live in the Warhammer universe, which is saying something. Of course, I would be probably an Inquisitor or a Rogue Trader. Or I would have been a Space Marine. I would Space Marine everybody. Sword's Vengeance is stupid. It just deals 10 damage. It's just like, nah. You know. This Imp is actually really good. He just lets you discard cards for mana. So you could actually... Oh, he is really good for what I need him for. With Mayhem coming out. You can go over there. Some of the art in these cards are ridiculous. Silence of Betrayers is vicious. Guess I should see if I have any more. I know there's a couple. Everything got mixed up, so I know I have more copies of Silence of the Betrayers, but who knows where the freaking hell they are. I'll run into them at some point. I just don't like having to type things multiple times if I don't have to. I gotta do my Trans Lifeline thing. The deck is actually up to $200 now. And I will be drawing that in like a couple... Hey Barbie, what's up? I love you. Yeah. What's happening? You're so silly. You're so silly. Yeah. More commitment. Put on your best suit. Put your arms around me. I'm not gonna pet this cat now. I love you, Barbie. You're so silly. Is Vista worth anything? Probably not, but it is one of the best sack outlets that exists. And she's like, I'm gonna knock all these stacks over, please, and thank you. Yeah. Are you done fighting with people? Yeah. You're so silly. I love you so much. Just be the office cat. This is where you live most of the time. Who are you fighting with, anyway? Are you fighting with the gang? There's a gang of cats that are mean to her. But she also fights back and kicks everybody's ass. And she's the tiniest cat that I have. She never got bigger. Yeah, you never got bigger. She's like, I'm gonna knock all your cards over. You don't need these. She's like, you're not doing this. You don't need to do this. That's true. I don't need to do this. I could just be petting you. And I will. How about that? We can work around this. We can work around this little one. Yeah. I just want to finish this stack. And then we'll probably go grab something to munch on to make it through the day before dinner. And I gotta go see if that place is open today. Oh, that's a lot of walls. You're so silly. You're so silly. I've been distracted by cats. You're so silly. Actually, 2 o'clock will probably get off no matter what. Yeah. 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 She's like, I don't care, just pet me. Just pet me. I don't give a crap what you're talking about. She's like, you're just talking nonsense. I'm always talking nonsense, though. Cats are like, you are talking nonsense all the time. Scrub Ranger, you're so weird. You have uses. That's why you're over here. I like this guy. Teething wormlet. Oh my god. Barbie, you are the worst. You make everything so difficult. God damn it. Magic cards! I hate you so much. Why are you throwing yourselves on the floor? It's not me that's throwing you. It's true. I am throwing them. Barbie, you knocked this stack over here? What the hell? God damn it. Cats. So ridiculous. Okay. Let's see if I can get a little bit more done before we're done here. Sometimes I miss the eyes for some reason. Like if there's multiples, sometimes when they're too close. What was that? Is there somebody? Oh, I see. Frederick. Frederick Frick, what are you doing, Frederick? Fredrickson? Frederick? Frederick! Sorry. Frederick had to be dealt with. Him and Barbie do not get along for some reason. He's always hunting Barbie for some reason. And then I yell at him and he knows he's doing something bad because he's like stalking and then he's like, ah! And he runs away. I don't know how often me and him I yell at him. It's never like really yelling at him unless he's actually being mean. This is one of Kev Walker's first. I love Kev Walker. He also does comic books. For the longest time I didn't realize they were the same person, and I was like, wait a second. You make comic book art I like, and you make magic art I like? What? What is this, the East Tree? East Tree, West Tree. Oh, he was in Commander Legends? Huh. I don't know why I was thinking Kodama was in a different set. I almost was thinking that they were in Kamigawa. Actually, I do need to make a new post for my Trans Lifeline fundraiser on the actual internet. I run out of time in the day. That's been my problem. I do way too much stuff. I'm like, yay, the New York State Fair. don't ride rides. I don't care. I just go to the fair to get food, and then I see what weird new foods they have. Oh my god, that is way too much rhyming. I'm sorry, I've never been to the state fair in Syracuse. That's where my niece and nephew live. And it's not very far away from here. I don't know why we haven't been there. Yeah, it's probably because we would just go for food. And going that far for food, and then... me. Part of me wants chicken wings. I don't know what I want. I'll figure it out. The problem is, the hungrier I get, the harder it is for me to decide what I want. So that means I gotta go eat something now so I can make proper decisions. Oh my god, will you guys just calm down? I moved a bunch of stuff and now they're like, everything's in a different spot! What are we doing? Like, cats, it's okay. It's the same stuff. It just moved 2 feet. Just calm yourselves. They're like, no, you don't understand. They are really misbehaving. I don't know what the hell is going on over there. I used to use ancient stirrings all the time. I don't even know if it's any good anymore. Probably for something. Why do they think I want to listen to Limp Bizkit over and over again? They just keep putting it on, and I'm just like, no? He's so whiny. And not only that, they're not even playing it off like the good CD. Which I use very, good is not completely the word I would describe such things. It has some songs that are catchy. I don't think I've heard this Mudvayne song in for... after I stopped listening to the radio, I kind of quit missing everything. I don't know any new bands. And I do hear new music every once in a while. I'm like, meh. It's true. When you get old, you're just like, my music back in the day was the best. I don't know, beats and things are really out of whack right now. Bothers me. Should probably go take a shower as well today. Not that I don't shower every day, but I always have to find the time that I'm going to do it. Well, what are you doing? You're just cleaning yourself? I love you. She was one of my strays that I kept. I love her. And she's such a sweet cat. And she... for some reason, there's like 5 cats that hang out with each other all the time. I know. And they always are just being assholes to each other. Or not to each other, but to other cats. They were mean to Jerry for the longest time. And then Barbie showed up and they were like, yeah, we're going to beat up this cat. And they'll like hunt her in a pack. So cats do hunt in packs. I see it happening. I don't know, I could write a whole entire book about cats. I've been watching cats for thousands of hours. They fascinate me in their weirdness. Like, there's so many weird things that people think about cats that are not true, and I think it's just that they haven't been around them as often. Yeah, you guys are sweethearts. They're little murder machines. I love it. Little murder machines. And sometimes that's what needs to be done. You silly little girl. Please behave. Oh, this is a rare. This was back before they changed Stronghold. I think was the last set that used. No, Tempest was after this and didn't have colors for the set symbols to tell you what the rarity of things are. Sometimes it's just because I remember. Like, I'm sure there's stuff in my old collections that I don't know what the hell they are. It doesn't make me happy, Mudvayne. It doesn't make me happy. I am not fucking happy most of the time. Let's see here. Oh my god, another Vile Redeemer. I should have just looked. Do we need that many? Probably. Such a weird song. I like that I can listen to music while I do this. This is one of the reasons why I said sometimes I just like to listen to music. I don't get to do it very often. My partner hates music. She hates sound, actually, which is even worse, because I love sound. I am obsessed with it. I have ridiculous sound systems I was obsessed with surround sound and making it perfect for movies and things. But I don't do it anymore. I have my sound bar, and that's it. And then I don't even really use that because it's in this room, and I don't really have a way. My giant television is in here that I used to play my Xbox and stuff in here, but it's a pain in the ass. There's nowhere to sit because of the way I have everything designed in here for streaming. Someday I'll get it all. This is the biggest room in the house besides the bedroom upstairs, and I somehow packed it full of stuff. Spore Frog! Oh, I gotta rate Jeremy when I get out of here. Jeremy is my birthday buddy. Jeremy is one of the best people I ever met playing Magics. I miss them. I do believe I get to see them this year at Atlanta, which I'm very excited about. I didn't get to... My first Magic Con, they were there, and I didn't get to hang out with them, and I really felt terrible. I had things going on and was running around all over the place. I had never been to a con before, and I was a creator there, and I just didn't manage my time properly. Now, after as many conventions as I've been to, doing cosplay, doing featured creator stuff, my puppet things, like I've gotten used to what I need to do and what is good to do and what isn't good to do. So I can maximize my time with my friends. That's like Magic Cons are just me hanging out with people. Like, a lot of times I just like to watch people play Magic when I'm at these things, just because, I don't know, I can talk to my friends and hang out, and I don't have to pay attention to the game. I feel bad when I'm trying to pay attention to the game and not paying attention to my friends, so it's just... And I can only play with 3 of my friends at a time, so... And every once in a while I make new friends, which is always cool. Doesn't happen very often, but... I am always down to play Magic, so if you see me at cons, just come and hang out with me. I don't care. I'm always looking for people to be in my entourage of friends. I'm always looking for new friends. It's hard to find new friends sometimes, especially when you get old. Being old and trying to make friends is not a thing. Everybody already has their friends and they don't want any more. Or I'm just not cool enough to have friends. People are like, this person's cooler. We're gonna hang out with them. Hey, what is going on, Alex? I know, I'm not jamming any games. I didn't have anybody to play with today. I have been really bad. My audio is not working, which is really pissing me off. Yes, I am now currently 25. I don't think I can pull that off anymore. I'm so old, Alex. I'm so old. You know, I want to play. I gotta go and make sure I've gotta go to dinner tonight. I do keep my complexion very well. I did take care of myself. This is how I get away with looking a little bit younger. I sit there. I think if I actually put makeup on like I used to, I probably could pull it off. It all just kind of depends on the day and how I'm handling myself. It's always funny when I meet people and they find out how old I am, and I'm like, ah. Oh my gosh! Sweet. Oh, is it going to be in Atlanta? We need to hang. We're definitely hanging out. We need to make sure we do. Let's see. There's a couple of you that I don't ever get to see, so. And I've never actually got to hang out in person with, so. I go to Magic Cons to hang out with people. It's the only time I see anybody in the real world, so I'm like, hey. I was just talking about how I go there and I'm just like, oh, do you? Sweet. I will have to actually bring a deck then. I've been trying to figure out what decks I'm bringing, so I'll bring my Pendragon deck, my Atog deck. I have it in paper, so. That's my problem, is I don't have enough. I wish Dragon Shield or somewhere would freaking sponsor me so I could have sleeves. I built so many Magic decks, and so many people who are sponsored by Dragon Shield don't make any Magic decks, and I'm just like, you have all these sleeves. What are you doing with them? Send them my way. You know how many decks I make? Hey, even if I can just actually so often I just hang out at tables and watch people play Magic and talk to friends. So that's basically all I do. Every once in a while I play a game. In Vegas, I think I played 4 games. And they were all with people who came to find me to play games. So if somebody specifically comes to find me to play a game, I will always usually find time for it. Nice. I need to keep hydrated. I'm bad at it. I should have brought some liquid IVs with me last time, and I didn't in Vegas, and I regretted it. Luckily, Jarvis's cousin was staying with us, and he went to 7-Eleven and brought us back a whole bunch of liquid IVs to the con. I was like, thank you so much. I'm so bad at taking care of myself. I'm bad at eating as well. Oh, nice. Where are you guys? You guys are driving down from... Okay, I know where you guys are. Yeah, we're driving down as well. I think we're driving down the day before Thursday, and we're going to stop on Wednesday, like halfway, so we don't have to drive all the way down. Then we have an Airbnb in the city nearby, so we'll probably just take Ubers there. It ended up being so much cheaper. Oh, that's not bad at all. I think ours is like 14 hours, give or take. Trust me, is no... I told Tom, I was like, do you care if we drive down? I was like, since I can't fly in the United States. He was like, yeah, that's fine. That's why we drove to Vegas, is I couldn't go fly. I was like, this is stupid. But also, airplanes don't work very well, so... I would much rather drive. Plus, I got to drive like 100... I've never driven 100 miles per hour before. Tom was probably thinking, you shouldn't drive 100 miles per hour. That's not bad. Oh man, you guys are hanging out with all sorts of awesome people. Yeah, it'll be me, Tom, Ryan, and Red Fade, I do believe we're staying with. Which should be good times. It's always nice to have people to hang out with. I don't know. That's like, it's kind of like a summer camp kind of vibe. It always feels like you get there, you're hanging out with friends, you're seeing people you don't see very often, you see them online. And which, you know, I hang out with people online more than I ever do with people in the real world, and I prefer it that way. I prefer my online family that I have all around the country. Not that I don't appreciate my family I have here, but... but I do enjoy my new family that I have created. I do like this guy. I could use him as a trampling cat. A lot of the shape-shifting cards, I wish they would do new art for them. Or like the changelings, and do them in different kindred groups. So they make cat ones, and make snake ones, and so when they do reprint them, they have different ones. They have been doing that a lot. I'm very happy about the Commander decks, and them doing the whole entire new artwork for the planes that we're on when they make reprints, because then I can theme things. Because I love theming things. Is this double okay, this is double masters? Where the... oh, that's in a really weird place. Yeah. I somehow ended up in a early 2000s heavy metal thing that's going on. I don't get to sit and listen to music very often. So, like, I was like, you know what? I like to multitask, so I get to listen to music, I get to talk to people, and I get to log cards that I need to, and I keep setting stuff aside for decks that I need to upgrade and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is where this is. I really need to figure out my binder situation, because I would like to, I love trading cards. I'm hoping I do have some people bringing unknown cards to trade me, and I really would like to do the unknown events, but I don't have the money to do it right now. I would like to do them each day. It's my favorite thing to do, is unknown events. They make me so happy. I love just the weird cards that weird stuff. I found out that I have a couple binders that I have to go through. I was like, oh, yeah, I used to put my rare cards in binders. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, there's a stack of binders somewhere. And then I found them. I was like, oh, my God, what the fuck is going on here? At least I know where my money and my time went in my life. I used to have a binder that all it was legendaries. And that's where I used to keep all my legendaries, because I just used to like to look at them. Back when there was only like 3 legendaries per set. Now there's just so many. See, that's a cool way to do it. I should do something like that. I have so many cards that I just have so many copies of, and to tell you the truth, I would rather somebody use the cards than them go to a vendor when I die. When somebody goes through my estate sale, like, look at all these magic cards I got, and they make a YouTube video of me, of the stuff that they found at my estate sale. I feel like that is what's going to happen eventually. I bought all these comic books for $12. Like, yep, you did. I mean, I won't know that because I will be non-existent, but I'll secretly know it's happening beforehand. That's like, I've been teaching my friend's son and reteaching my friend Magic again. I'm going to go over there on Monday and teach him Commander. And I'm excited to I just been giving him stuff. I get so much free stuff when I'm doing my feature creator stuff and just magic wise, so I've just been giving them. I'm like, here's some decks. Here's a magic backpack. Here's a bunch of cool stuff that I have multiple copies of. Like, it brings people joy. That's why I used to do giveaways all the time. It's just a pain to do now without. I don't know. The explosion of Twitter didn't help anything. It's made it hard to set up games. I should really just open up a spot on my in the lobby that people can sign up. That would probably make the easiest way. This Fire Sprites, I actually pulled this out of one of the Dominaria collector's packs. It's the only reason it's in here. So they did put Legends cards in there. And they're fairies. And they're fairies that do red things, which is really super weird. Not worth anything, but it's one of those cards that I was like, oh, yeah, I got this out of a pack. How cool is that? A deer cub. That's not a thing. Oh, bear cub. I have a bear cub in my bear deck. It's not good, but when I kill somebody with it, it feels good. I don't know. Using cards that people don't usually use to defeat them makes me happy. I don't know. I gotta go see if this barbecue place is open today. I'm supposed to go to dinner with my parents later today, so I gotta figure out exactly where we're going. I had figured out where I was going, but then I woke up and I was like, I don't want tacos today. Which is weird. I always want tacos. But now I'm like, do I want chicken wings? Or do I want brisket of some sort? I love brisket. Oh, God. I need to come and visit you guys. You guys are near, like, good southern, like, barbecue. And I've never had southern barbecue. I guess I will be in Atlanta. I guess I could get some southern barbecue. I need to actually make dinner plans with people. I do believe we got to check out on Sunday, and I think we're going to stay the whole day, and then drive like halfway, and just stop for the night. Or, however far, find a nice cheap hotel. I mean, nice and cheap. I don't stay at shady hotels anymore. Back when I was younger, I stayed in some scary fucking places. That I was like, well, if we make it out of here, excellent. I forgot about this card, Leyline Immersion. It's an enchantment aura. You enchant legendary creature for 4. Gives them ward 2, but they can tap for 5 mana of any color. Which is just stupid. Especially if you put it on, like, I mean, there's a lot of really cheap legendaries that you could roll in from 3 to 4. So they didn't need haste. I might do something with that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Something stupid. That sounds right. I'm sure I actually set it aside for something. Foil, it's a retro one. 71. I love Moxfield. Moxfield makes me happy. It's so easy to use. It's so intuitive. Forgot. Aftermath did have some weird cards. And this is a fight card for legendaries. But it deals twice the damage. And it's only 3. Boop. Man, Marilyn Manson, why did you have to be such a fucking asshole? Like, I grew up on these early Marilyn Manson CDs. I knew he wasn't super great. But a lot of the music is, like, things that I know word for word. I hate trying to separate art from terrible people. like, that's why, like, yeah, that's the problem. I don't know, the CD was on repeat all the time, so, like, so much of it is scary to think that the things that are going on in the world right now are all things that were going on earlier, but not as bad. I'm just like, oh, yeah, I was angry at this person and this administration, and now I'm like, I would kill for that person to come back. Oh, this has the weird completed, the Phyrexian symbols. I didn't get any of the good ones. All my rares were always not super great for these. 49 cents. I don't know. Every time they create a mechanic and then they don't use it again for years, like oil, when are we going to see oil again? Like, you had a chance to put oil in 2 sets, you had a chance to put toxic in 2 sets, but you didn't. For some reason, it really bothers me that Phyrexia will be 1 and March of the Machine share no mechanics. Like, they went to war and then, like, they just stopped doing stuff. Like I don't. They just stopped being toxic. It doesn't make any. Velma Voom, what are you doing? Are you just sitting here watching me, all creepily? I didn't see you down here. You're gonna hit me now? Okay, cool. She's just sitting in the chair down here watching me. Oh my god, I am never gonna finish this, Alex. I'm never gonna finish this. This is like a never-ending project. At one point, I was like, I should just invite a bunch of people over to go through cards. Be like, okay, we're taking this week, everybody. We're gonna go through these cards. I don't know. And then I have to keep moving things around in my office. I found this really cool miniature piece, and I don't know what the hell it goes to. It was the old pewter pieces. So it must have been old Warhammer or old, but it's all these skeletons climbing over each other, and it, like, connects here to create a, like, giant thing of skeletons going over top. So I want to probably use it on my Chaos Sorcerer. I just hate metal pieces. I'm glad they don't make them out of metal anymore. I hate this stuff. It's a pain to glue. Usually, the way I would normally do it is I would screw this probably here and put a nail in here, and then do it on here, and then glue it in so it actually hooks together, because that's the only way this is probably staying staying like this. But my Death Guard are gonna look so. I think that either. Oh, my Chaos Sorcerer. Okay. Sorry. Who's back there, Lando? Hi, Lando. What are you doing? Let's see if we can open this box. This box is not even partially done. This is ridiculous. This is all the rare cards we went through today. Like, a lot of times I just will do this at random times and just do a stack at a time and hope that I get a little bit further. Okay, we're going into the 3rd row. Woo! We're getting there. We're not getting there. This is just one box. I'm just like, it's a big box. It's a 4,000 count box. But I have to keep taking out stuff that I haven't gone through so that I can put the stuff that I just went through back in. Because, you know, why not? Oh, is that an old Force of Nature? Okay, let's see if we made enough space to put these in here. This time I'm keeping everything organized. Last time, when I was in Vegas, I traded away a bunch of stuff to pay for Vegas. So I brought a box and traded a bunch of stuff, but I didn't take it out of my Mox field. So I messed it all up. So then I didn't know what I had anymore. So then I had to start over my list, and yeah, regrets. I'm like, do you know how many cards you went through and then didn't do this properly? So this time, we're being smart about it. Or a little, at least a little better about it. Let's not use the word smart. The one nice thing is I keep finding all these weird cards that I didn't know about or forgot about. There's no rhyme or reason to some of these. Why do I have so many Wayfarer's Baubles? Why? I don't need this many Wayfarer's Baubles. I will never use them. Actually, one of the first cards I always take out of Commander decks is Wayfarer's Bauble. I hate it. I hate it so much. But I played during Mirrodin, so, like, I have, like, a million of them, and then they come in every Commander deck. So I have, like, a stack of Mirrodin ones. I have a stack of, apparently, Modern Masters 2 ones. And then they're all in different sets, too, so then I have to go through it. I'm like, ah. I'm just gonna have a binder full of Wayfarer's Baubles. Be like, do you need a Wayfarer's Bauble? I'll give you one. Here you go. Take them, please. Take them off my hands. I have 9 cranial platings. Why do I need 9 cranial platings? Oh, there is some really fun stuff in here. I love finding cards that I forgot about. That's, like, my favorite part about going through my collection that Hey! It's Lev Dev! Oh, that's my vehicle! Okay, that actually goes in a... I played Lev in, Chicago, and they gave me an Aether Drift token of themselves on a bike, so I was using it as my, vehicle token. And then I put my vehicle token in the... Apparently I didn't put it back in my deck box. So that's exciting. I always use my friends' tokens in all my paper decks. There's so many Pestilences. But it's so good. I love Pestilence. That was one of my first Magic cards I actually ever bought. Like, I bought a stack of, like, 15 Magic cards that were, like, 10 cents a piece. I was like, oh, this art is really cool. So I was like, I'll buy these. I was like, I have no idea what this is. I used to collect baseball cards and sports cards. I didn't watch sports. I just collected cards. Is this 242? But it's a special one. It's like, we don't know what this is. It is worth nothing. That is a lot of Tortured Existences. Tortured Existence is really good. That's like, I have not even started going through my commons and my uncommons. And so many of them are worth money now, because of Pauper and stuff, so I'm like, I guess I gotta go through all this stuff, I do need to make a couple more Pauper decks. There's a whole bunch of things I would like to do that I just haven't gotten around to. This year has been very busy, unfortunately, doing things I don't want to do to survive. I just want to play Magic and smoke and eat food and pet cats. I don't ask for much. That Rampant Growth is beautiful. You know what? This is going in my Omo deck. I love PDH. It makes me play differently. I feel like everybody should play different kinds of Commander so they can learn how to deal with different things. So often people just get used to the way that they play, and I don't know. It's insane. Like, I have so many cards that I'm like, oh, yeah, this is actually worth something now. Okay. Like, when I was a kid, was worth nothing. Like, it wasn't no good. Like, so many Ice Age cards that I have that are like, they were trash back in the day. Like, I was just excited that there were new cards. I was like, yay! So I would use them, but then as time went on and power creep started in and things started getting more powerful and doing better things, uh, those cards became useless, and then Commander happened, and then suddenly all these cards are worth money. That's the thing, is like, you never know. Like, when something else, a new card gets made in a new set or new rules show up, like, it changes. Like, so often makes cards that were no good suddenly good. This guy is Grixis. Oh, he's fun. He lets me do damage. He lets me. I like the return creature part. It's like so. What did I buy? There was a Thunderbreak region. It was worth nothing when the first con set came out. So I just bought tons of them. And then when dragons became popular again, like, it's like, oh, I have this giant stack of Thunderbreak regions that I bought for like $10. I'm gonna sell for like $100. Sweet. Okay. Every once in a while, things like that happen. He has Suspend. Interesting. That's a really long Suspend. Whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere. He's only a 4/4, but he has Fear. Boop. Uh-oh. White border cards. I love mystery boosters, and I really wish they wouldn't. The Festival in the Box, every time I want to buy one, and usually at Magic Cons, I will buy a mystery booster box. That's usually what I do every time I'm there, because they're like my favorite thing in the world. Like, I love drafting mystery booster boxes. I just like opening mystery booster boxes. I don't even care. And the line was so horrific because of Final Fantasy and people reselling things that I didn't have 4 hours to sit in line to go get a mystery booster box. I'm like, this is dumb. And I don't have $1,000, so I can skip the line. Because if you have a Black Lotus badass, you can just go right on up. I'm like, I would rather spend time with my friends. Now, if somebody else waits in line, I will just give them money to go get me one. Unfortunately, Spider-Man comes out that weekend, so that's gonna be something. I imagine the store will probably have them, and hopefully they've come up with a better solution, because it was bad. It was not good. It was probably the worst thing I had seen at any MagicCon. And I don't like to be negative, but, like, it wasn't handled properly and somebody needed to be told that. Sometimes, gotta be that person. I don't know why they reprinted. I mean, besides that you can draft her, which is pretty awesome, but, like, now I have all these Ionas again. I had a whole bunch of black border ones. I don't need more. I don't like cards that just make it so my opponents can't play. Oh, that's nice. That's the thing, is driving down, and, like, it's so expensive. Like, that's why last time I just bought a box of cards to trade in so I could get stuff. I was like, I'm not using this stuff. I was like, may as well trade in some stuff so I could get things that I actually want. Like my traveling chocobo. I would love a borderless Terra. Like, I have a normal one for my Terra Magical Adept deck. I love my Terra deck. Final Fantasy was, like, my favorite thing. Ugh. Final Fantasy VI I played so often. That's probably my favorite Final Fantasy deck that I built. I took apart the precon, and then made 5-color Terra my commander, and then made it all summoning spells and all Final Fantasy VI characters. I was like, this is going to be the most Final Fantasy VI deck I can. And it's disgusting. Oh my god, I played it on the charity stream last week, and it did things that I had never seen it do, and it was disgusting. Oh yeah, that should be fine. I don't think we paid more than, I think it was about 300 driving all the way across to Vegas from New York, so it wasn't too bad gas-wise. Food-wise, we just brought a bunch of food with us. Like, we just went to like 7-Eleven beforehand and just like, get a stack of food to bring with me. Yeah. I have my little Terra. I have a Terra mat under here somewhere, I think. Yeah. That was the only Final Fantasy mat I bought. I wanted the Chocobo one, but yeah, that wasn't happening. The Ultra Pro booth was handled really bad, too. I will say that the Squaresoft booth was magnificent. There was a special pop-up Final Fantasy Squaresoft booth, and they would cap out their line, but they would give you a time to come back and give you a card to come back, and then you could just get in line at that time, and it was wonderful. Yeah, I always bring like Pop-Tarts and things just to eat, just in case, because I usually bring bags of jerky. Last time I didn't get to make any before I left, so maybe I'll actually make some jerky and bring some down. I love making jerky. I make all sorts of weird jerkies. I love cooking. I'm not good at baking, but I'm very good at cooking. Oh, here comes Barbie. Hey, Barbie. What's up, baby? Yeah, she's gonna stare me down. She's like, what are you doing still? You're still not paying attention to me? I hate you. I gotta get a tiny screwdriver. Apparently I have no tiny screwdriver to make this light up. I thought I had a tiny screwdriver, but my tiny screwdriver was too tiny. I was like, where do you even buy a tiny screwdriver? Is that a thing? I guess maybe a glasses store? Guess I could do that. Oh, Kenrith. I had a Kenrith the Return King deck, and it was my Knight deck. You're silly, Barbie. Don't mess with that. I moved a bunch of stuff, and now all the cats are just like, hey, what's this? I'm like, it's the same exact thing that was there before, cat. The same exact thing. Oh, Goblin Guide. I remember when Goblin Guide was, like, in every modern red deck back in the day. I don't think he's a thing anymore. I don't know what's going on in any other, like, the modern standard. I have a Chocobo deck. That's all I know. I don't need to know anything else. I just want to play Chocobos. I'll play Chocobos until they're not there anymore. That's the other thing about you. I have a whole entire article about Universe and Beyond that it's not an article so much as just a blog post of me talking about Universes Beyond and how once we get people into things through, like, Final Fantasy, what happens when it drops out of Standard? What happens to the person who joins because of Spider-Man can't play Spider-Man on Magic Online? Like, I don't know if they can play it, if they're redoing all the cards on Arena, too? I don't know. And that's just going to make it so confusing, having cards that do the same exact thing, but have different names, depending if you're playing digitally, or, I don't know. I think they needed to find a different solution, and they should have known that licensing things were going to be an issue, because I was worried about it, and I don't work there. But I know how things work. I thought about I want to make a Bard deck, but I need more Bards, God damn it. Need more Bards. Like, I kind of want to take apart my Final Fantasy 14 and 10 decks, too, and add all the cards that weren't put in there. I don't know. The problem is I have the Surge foil decks for those two decks, and I don't really want to take them apart. I didn't want to take any of the Final Fantasy decks apart because I really do like playing the Universe Beyond decks against each other. So at some point, I'm hoping that I can afford or at least trade for extra copies, because there's a lot of cards that are in the decks that I would like to use. I like all the towns. I have them all in my Chocobo deck. My Chocobo deck is actually a Paradise Bird deck, which I actually have. Andrew, or Schmandrew, was the first person that I ever worked with, like, artist-wise, and now they make magic art, and I have them doing a Chocobo on my Paradise Bird. So, I'm waiting for that to come in. I was like, I'm making this whole entire deck Chocobos. Everything should be Chocobos all the time. Yeah, Final Fantasy VI makes me happy. There's just so many iconic moments that I still remember. As I was going through the deck, I was like, oh, I remember this and this. I was like, I remember playing with my friends, because we would play every weekend, so we would just continue on that save and played the whole entire game together with each other. So, like, it was cool going through the deck and being like, oh, I remember this and this and this. I love Archon of Emeria. Yeah. I really wish I would have got the Surge foil of 6 and 7. Because 14 I never ended up playing. I started it one time, and then I was like, I can't play another MMO. I don't have time for another MMO. Like, I would like to, but maybe someday, maybe when I quit creating content stuff, I'll play, be like, I need to do something where I can just roam around with friends and kill dragons and like when I played WoW, like I played WoW for so long, like I wasted so much time. I met a lot of amazing people and had a lot of really cool experiences playing it. It's like most of the people I met that were in my guild and stuff, like the guild that I ran was like 400 people, and so I met people all around the world when we would travel and stuff in the country. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. There's no rhyme nor reason to the way these cards are. Are you gonna jump over? Nope, you're just gonna sit here and knock all my cards over. I love you, baby girl. You're silly. Back in the day, I would have been upset and been like, Cat, quit knocking my stuff over. Now I'm just like, Cat, you're silly. That does not sound good. Oh, God, yeah. I forgot about all that. Yeah, that just all came back. That has been an issue. Another reason why I haven't been streaming as often, and only been streaming with, like, friends and things, is just that I don't have time to vet people, and when bad things happen, if it's not my business, so I try not to get into it all, and just, it's sad. It's happened so many times in the 3-year period. At the beginning of the year, we had things happen too. Yeah, it was not good, and it's not the first time this has happened with people. So it's just like, and a lot of times it's been people that I've played so many games with, and that just don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and like a lot of times we play games, and I see people for like 3 or 4 hours every month and play games with them, and then I don't know anything else that's going on until something happens, and then I'm like, oh no. It makes me sad. Makes me very sad. Timeless Dragon? You come back as a zombie dragon. I might put that in. Oops. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish this stack, and then I actually have to go dressed and go check and see if this place I want to go is open. Like when we were doing DoorDash for extra money, and I kept going to this place, and it was smelled so freaking good. I was like, we should just take these people's food and quit DoorDash. Like, this smells delicious. I was like, okay, we need to go here at some point. And then I forget that it's there. But my parents are like, where do you want to go to eat? And I was like, So, I don't know, I'm trying to decide. I kind of feel like chicken wings. I love chicken wings. Oh, this is the cool Sarah Benevolent. I might have to go in my angel deck, actually. Yeah. My angel deck is actually a demon deck. I have a couple binders that I need to fill, too. Like, I will probably just bring my tiny binder. I don't know. My tiny binder is usually what I bring with me, just because I don't like to bring a lot of stuff, but when when we drove across the country, it wasn't nearly as bad. Because I could just be like, oh, okay, I'm taking these things with me. Man, I love full art cards. They make me happy. Sometimes I will just... Did you just find one? Man, I love KFC. I'm a double down. I'm surprised I didn't die from double downs. God damn it. They were so delicious. They were so stupid. I gotta see what all people want to trade me for unknown stuff, and then I'll probably bring my bigger binder that has like 4 or 5 pages. At one point I was like, you know what, I'm gonna actually buy a nice binder, because most of the time I'm just like, yeah, this is a binder, it can fit cards. Like, I have, my one binder is just like a school trapper keeper that's like humongous. I keep missing list cards, and I'm like, oh, this is actually a list card, not actually. Alesha is really good. Alesha the Infinite. One of my favorite mechanics is freaking Prowess. Wire World Channeler. Boop. Elf cards, I don't know. I can't build an elf deck. It just does elf things. I do like that they keep making the mystery boosters actually have cards that have artwork from Magic Online, because there are some really cool artworks. Yeah, that's what I have, is mostly the Ultra Pro ones, and every once in a when school time stuff goes on clearance, I'll go buy binders. So I still have so many like plastic sleeves that I'm just like, okay. My giant binder is ridiculous. Like, I think I paid like $10 for it, and is this monstrous thing that it looks like a fucking tomb from like the old days, like when somebody put a giant book on the table. It's impressive. One of the cool things, one of the Wizards employees, he doesn't work there anymore, unfortunately, which makes me sad, because he was really cool. He would bring a binder, and you had 1 minute to go through the binder, and you could take any card you want out of it. But he had so many cards that he was just like, he's like, I don't care. He's like, I just give away cards. And it's like, and it makes people happy. And he's like, and then I just fill it with more cards afterwards. I was like, that's pretty cool. I think that's where I got my Joda. And then I was like, I'm not going to build this. I'm not a monster. I hate Joda. I will kill Joda on sight. I always tell people when they want to play their Joda deck, I'm like, you can play Joda, but I will kill it, and I will continue killing it over and over again. Just letting you know. Just don't be unhappy about it. You already know this is happening. I'm not targeting you. You've already been targeted. Let's see here. He's actually really good too. I don't know. Giving pink double strike and having prowess. Prowess is so good. Which of the Moors is weird? Oops. Okay. Oh my god, it's almost 3 o'clock. I guess I really do have to go. Heather will be home here soon. Just to be like, what do you do all day? I'll be like, nothing. And it was wonderful. I don't get to not do nothing a lot of times. This is like the first day that I'm like, oh, I'm not doing anything today. Excellent. I refuse to do anything. This is a really expensive Soul Sister, but I've never seen anybody actually play with it. It's a cat cleric, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 2 life. I love gaining 2 life. Show down the Scalds. I really hope we go to Kaldheim again here soon. Like, I know we're going back to Lorwyn, which I'm very excited about, because I didn't get to play during Lorwyn. I just bought packs. But, like, Strixhaven, I'm not as excited to going back to, because it's just Harry Potter. But I hope we do get to see the other schools, is what I'm hoping. That's the thing is, like, we go to all these planes, and their whole entire worlds, where is the rest of the world? Like, Innistrad has other sections, like, what's on the other side of Nephalia? I've been wondering that for years and years and years. That's why they need somebody, they need people who are just like, super invested and want to see these things. Well, thank you for hanging out with me, Alex. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me, Barbie. Yeah. And we will have to get a game. I need to come and play on your stream here soon. I've been terrible about signing up for streams and things. I've been terrible about a lot of things. Just not having time and the world just beating me up. Yes. I'm surprised. I imagine the reason we haven't gone back to Alara is it was very artifact-centric, and they're probably trying to think of a way to not make it... I don't know, like, Mirrodin effed everything up. Goddamn Mirrodin. Oh my god, we're never gonna finish this. It's insane! I don't even know how many cards are in here. I've gone through 5,630 cards. 3,676 rares, 545 mythics. Okay. Yep, let's just put that back down there. Oops. Yeah, next month I probably won't be doing much because I got Commander Sealed and I have, I keep trying to say Vegas. It's like, Vegas already happened. Atlanta. I gotta find a new name for this. This deck friggin' just ripped through people yesterday. I don't know what happened. Let me tell you, these wizards are gross. I love them so much. Well, you take care of yourself, Alex. And everybody else, take care of yourselves. We appreciate y'all. I gotta put my list on the internet, so if anybody wants to trade, I can bring tradey stuff. Okie dokie. I'm gonna let you go, otherwise I'll just keep talking, and I gotta go get ready. You take care.